viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Review, bringing you my 581 podcast. This is my 581 podcast, and like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to preach on during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have for adult language. Now, once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have some adult language. If you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're going to watch this audio podcast recording. Now, with this everything outside the way, let's get into the topic of this podcast. So basically, the latest season of Harley Quinn, season 3, has ended. So basically, this was a very good season. This was a very good season. So basically, it has some very important. I think the main lesson from this season is that sometimes we have to make changes in life, and also deal with the issues in. Sometimes you have to make changes in your life, and also really deal with your serious issues in your life to deal with whatever issues you have that's affecting you living your life fully. You need to deal with. So basically, those are the main methods for this season. Now, turn to character development. Everybody did have some good character development in this season. So basically, even though Kite Man was not featured much in this season, only featured in one episode, and Dr. Psycho, who is pretty much a mainstay, only was featured in 2 episodes throughout this 10 episode season. But I just say that I feel like Dr. Psycho and Kite Man should have been in all the episodes of the 3rd season of this latest season. So basically, I really liked the character development that Ivy had. So basically, how Ivy always been supportive of Harley throughout season 1 up to season 2. This time we really got to see Ivy really go through some character development. No, it was some real character development. No, really more. Ivy is pretty much Ivy does have confidence issues, and basically doesn't know when to really fully how to really fully express her feelings towards people. Basically she doesn't really have to. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'll say it again. So basically, we know that Ivy does have. We know throughout this season and the previous season, we know that Ivy does seem to have some confidence issues, and basically don't know how to really express opinion when it comes towards other people. Besides, if you count or set the break, but seeing Ivy get through these issues, Harley helping her deal with these issues and whatnot. As for Harley Quinn herself, I think the major character development for Harley is it's basically figured out what she wanted to do. So basically, she was trying to, don't get me wrong, it's alright to help your friend and your lover or your girlfriend. Oh, damn planes. Sorry about that, y'all. That was just an airplane that passed by. Sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. So basically, if you hear that, it's just a plane that passed by. Anyway, once again, I re-elected Harley's character development. So basically, Harley was undecided throughout this season. Harley was basically undecided to what she wants to do next. What she wants to do next. So basically, she decided to help Ivy, help Ivy with her master plan and whatnot. But basically throughout we realized that Harley, Harley was basically, was based that, maybe it make, was kind of faced with this dilemma that, maybe that, you don't want to be a villain, why don't you just try being a hero? So basically, she was kind of fighting this idea for a while throughout the season. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna help. I'm gonna help her argue with her master plan to take over the world and whatnot. But at the same time, she had done a lot of good, basically helping Batman, basically Batgirl and whatnot, and basically, and tried, basically she came clean, like, basically when Ivy's plan came true, she certainly had a 360 on Ivy's plan to take over the world and whatnot. So anyway, as for King Shark has some good character development as well. So basically, King Shark, we know that King Shark basically, he's a prince, and basically he's the prince of the Shark Kingdom. So basically, he's been, been like, avoiding his prince duties towards the Shark Kingdom, and basically letting other people deal with the Shark Kingdom. When it came down to his brother selling the Shark Kingdom to Black Manta, who was going to demand, to destroy the Shark Kingdom and to embed it into like basically destroy the Shark Kingdom, basically, regenify the Shark Kingdom with new hotels and all that shit. He felt like, he basically like, he felt like, maybe I should have done something for this never happened. But basically, he does stop and another plane that passed by. Sorry about this, y'all. Sorry about the plane. The planes are just crazy. Anyway, King Shark basically, has been like, he's been like, he's been easy, trying to bore his duty to his, boring his prince duty to his kingdom and whatnot. When it came to, stopping his brother, from selling the Shark Kingdom to Black Manta, who's going to dismantle the kingdom and basically turn it into some resort and whatnot, he stopped up in the process, ended up killing his brother. But he took, from that, he learned that, maybe I should have been more active, in the kingdom and whatnot, basically been around more and, express my opinions about certain stuff and whatnot, and this, me killing my brother would never happen and whatnot. It's basically, he took responsibility for his actions, and basically, he's now the king of, basically, King Shark is the king of the Shark Kingdom now. As for Clayface, honestly, throughout this season and the previous season, Clayface didn't really. We know that Clayface likes to be is an actor and whatnot. So basically, throughout the previous season, out of the two seasons previously, Clayface didn't really pursue his acting career in the previous two seasons. But in the third season, he got the opportunity to, like, you know what, I'm gonna go take this opportunity, to really go out there and basically and be, and basically, get back into acting. So basically, that's what Clayface did. That was good character development for Clayface. Basically, going, getting back into acting again and whatnot. Basically, that's good things for Clayface. As for Dr. Psycho, I think Dr. Psycho did he did screw Harley and Ivy over, but at the same time, he did learn something about himself. Basically, basically, his expertise could be used to help other people, whatnot. So basically, I feel like Dr. Jekyll did learn something. Even Kite Man, may change his life. He got a new girlfriend who gets him, basically, the Golden Glider. That's her name. He moved on for Ivy, but he still is cool with Ivy and Harley. He doesn't have any guns against Harley or Ivy. He's still Kite Man. I'm happy for Kite Man. So anyway. Overall, my point is, every character had a good character development, including Batman and Jim Gordon. So basically, Jim had a good character development. Had some good character development. The Joker had some good character development, and even Batman. So basically, I really like how this series, help Batman realize that the death of his family wasn't his fault, and he should let the death of his parents dictate how to live his life. So basically, that's what I really love about this series, doing a major story arc with Batman, facing his mental trauma about his parents getting murdered right in front of him, and realize that, I should not let this tragic moment in my life, this tragic moment that I experienced, really dictate how I live my life. So anyway, it was good to do. I would like to see a bit more of Nightwing, but it is what it is. But Batman was okay too. So anyway, this was a good third season. I can wait till the fourth season of Harley Quinn. Anyway, signing off. What do you guys think about this third season? Anyway, one.